Gradually, amidst our day-to-day operations, we realized that we needed a central kitchen to supply gourmet food for our various outlets island-wide in a cost-effective manner. Again, we considered how we could turn each part of our employees into business unit. Eventually, we decided to partner with gourmet chef and invest in the equipment for food production. This subsidiary, Gourmet Production Private Limited, not only serves its original purpose, but it is also available to cater to large events, as well as supply other F&B outlets and entertainment concepts with a one-of-a-kind signature dishes in addition to the standard main courses and bar grubs. To date, only 20% of the total revenue for gourmet production comes from octopus. As our operation grows in size, we realized too that we required an interior support arm. Internally, we had a maintenance department that helps to upkeep the maintenance of our outlets. Hence, we decided to initiate a spin-off from our core business, which took the form of oak tree production. Instead of solely fulfilling the role of maintenance department in octopus, we equipped them with products such that they are now an independent solution provider for restaurants and bars too. Okay, now let's go to the next resource. Okay, resource optimization and financial budgeting. A common growth of SMEs is that it is both difficult and expensive to obtain credit. Cash flow is a lifeblood of every business. As such, the government stepped in with numerous measures to provide SMEs with greater access to credit. Such credit facilities are critical in helping viable SMEs cope with the credit crunch as well as obtain access to loans that are vital in positioning themselves for long-term growth. One such initiative is Spring Singapore Financial Facilitator Program, in short FFP, which helps to diagnose the financial health of businesses and provide advice on financial management and various financing options, all at no charge. This initiative, introduced on the 12th of January 2009, is aimed at facilitating SME loan applications for the enhanced government financing schemes that were announced late last year. It helps to bridge the gap between the SME's expectation and the requirement of the banks. Since their launch in January, FFP has engaged over 500 cases and facilitated over 190 loan applications. Gauging from the cases handled by FFP, a common feedback appeared to be that many of the SMEs counseled tend to have shortcomings in their business models and internal control, according to Straits Times dated June 3rd this year. Many of these SMEs suffer from poor business practices such as over-leveraging, negative net worth, low capitalization, inadequate cost controls, and lack of internal financial management, that including poor debt collection. In fact, it was noted that some of the SMEs were not even able to produce an annual financial statement, let alone a monthly balance sheet. As an SME, it is imperative to resolve internal issues related to poor documentation, inadequate financial controls, undercapitalization, or under-reporting of earnings. Many small businesses such as restaurants, mini-marts, and florists also tend to receive customers' payment and pay their supplier in cash. As a result, their actual turnover is not reflected in their bank records. In such cases, it will be difficult for them to justify a higher loan quantum. As such, companies should make the extra effort to bank in their daily takings and pay their suppliers through checks or bank transfer. It is thus important and more necessary than ever in this difficult time to put our houses in order and to manage creditors well as to come up with a process to better collect the receivable owed. Without resolving these weaknesses, credit will be expensive and difficult to obtain. Good housekeeping and accounting habits, as well as corporate governance, will help banks facilitate the loans. SME which want to get loans from should demonstrate that they are capable of paying their monthly installments through a consistently healthy bank balance and revenue flow. However, despite a positive revenue flow and strong balance sheet, SMEs must also be in the right segment. Certain segments, like the one Octopus is in, which banks deem to be very dangerous, will not qualify for credit due to the perceived volatility of our cash flows. As such, we had to come up with our own financing model to ensure our survival. At Octopus, our financing model is designed to generate cash flow at different times. We aim to achieve cash flow stability by diversifying our sources of cash flow into daily, from retail operations, weekly, collection from gaming machines and pool tables, monthly from licensing fees, and quarterly rebates from suppliers, for example, beer, liquor, and other products. After the announcement of the newer Special Risk Sharing Initiative, SRI, jointly administered by Spring Singapore and IE Singapore, where the government will assume as much as 90% of the default risk on loans, Octopus attempted once again to get a loan. I'm disappointed to announce that the bank have never once approved my application for a loan, for a sole reason that the pub industry is viewed as highly volatile. To date, Octopus is run on 100% equity. As a result, we have to actively attempt to leverage on the opportunities that the economic downturn presents. In this current economic downturn, our business partners, like us, will also suffer sales volume decrease as pub outlets cease operations due to the inability to continue a profitable business in this gloomy climate. Brand owners will experience a drop in sales as well as loss of market share